everybody. This is Building Inspector, aka Ocarina, aka Oki, and I am bringing you another how-to video. Um, so it is regarding storage dungeons. This is part 2, Dungeon Toolbox. If you want the basic info, please view part 1. Now, so part 2, I want to cover the Dungeon Toolbox. So I have my 10 dungeons for City Fest created, but I'm going to create a brand new dungeon for this video. So I created a test storage dungeon. I'm clicking on test storage, blah, blah, and I'm going to edit it. Now, how a dungeon differs from a house. One, you can name a house, but it doesn't help you organize. When you go to the housing window, you see the character name and the type of house and the address and that sort of thing. You do not see the actual name unless you use the housing window to access it anyway. So for this, you can name a dungeon anything that you like, and it's easier to find. You have one spot that you can go. You can access it wherever you are in the city or overland or whatever. So here we go. How is it? I'm typing slash house, and I'm gonna bring up this window. So the tool box, it is going to be somewhere. You can change the size, but it's going to be somewhere on your UI so that you can see it anytime you enter a storage dungeon. Now, the dungeons were originally made for making like a custom fighting dungeon. You could get XP, you could get tokens. People abused it. Now you can't get tokens, which that's what the claim is for. You would click on a specific dungeon and you might have tokens or coins or whatever, and then you click claim. There are no claim, you can't claim anything, but I'm glad the button's there so it separates edit from delete. All right, so the dungeon. If you look around, there are decorations, and I did cover this in the basic one, but I'm covering it again. There's decorations. So depending upon which layout you pick, which dungeon you pick, determines how many place items there are. You don't want that taken away from your item count. So I'm going to click collect all items. It does not go in my bag. It does not go in a moving crate. There is no moving crate. There is a toolbox. So I'm going to collect all items. Yes, it says moving crate, but it actually goes back into this toolbox. There are mobs that you can pick. There are house decorations you can pick. You can decorate this dungeon like it's a house using the decorations, but you cannot physically pick up a decoration and put it in your bag and go to one of your houses. They have added some house items that look like stuff that's in the toolbox slowly. Hopefully they'll get to more of them. But yeah, the plant that was in the corner, that has become an actual house item. So, why is this toolbox amazing? Well, forget the toolbox part. Click on the place thing. And if you watch, oh, I'm not sure how I ended up with this bad boy on the bottom. Ignore this bottom part. Just look at this part. This window here and here. All right, sorry about that. So I'm gonna start placing house items. And I suppose I should get rid of this little window, huh? And I can place stuff wherever I want. So I'm gonna place a few things. This is a stupid football. There's a little ledge here on this layout, so I can put it there. I can put some tables in, like I can put them anywhere I want, organize them any way I want. So we've got these items in there. I'm going to put a couple more different types just to explain some things. So the toolbox, if I click on this thing that looks like furniture, it will list the furniture that I've just placed in a nice list. What does this do? It allows you to search. There are some differences though for the search. So when you have, I'm going to pick house items on this broker box or broker window. Um, the searches work differently. So I'm going to explain. With the broker window, if you type the word frost, and I'm going to type it in here too, you don't have to push enter or a button or anything. It automatically comes up in the Toolbox search window. In the broker thing, you actually have to click find. And notice there's a ton of things with frost in it, and they're in different locations of these house item names. When you decide, oh, this is too many items, I want, let's say, tiered, so I get this cake. Notice I did a word that's further down in the name and then a word that's at the beginning, but I did it in the wrong order. I should have done tiered frost, but I didn't. It brings up this cake. If I were to do something similar here, like type white at the end, it doesn't bring it up. It's not that advanced. If I wanted to do just the white frost reindeer, I could type white frost in case there's like other items with a similar name with frost in it. So that's how it works. Once you start with a word and you want, let's say I started with frost and I wanted to narrow it down and I wanted to say reindeer, I would have to do frost tail reindeer. Or if I want white in frost, I would have to do white and frost. And let's say there's two items that are white frost and I want to narrow it down to, let's say it's white frost tail and then blue frost tail, white frost fell reindeer instead of tail. Start where you want to, just do the words in order if you're going to do multiple words. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Sorry, I'm babbling on. Okay, I gotta hurry up because I don't want this to be too long. So you can place the items anywhere you want. The toolbox will let you do things. So I'm gonna remove the stuff in the search. So I covered the search. I'm gonna cover these buttons down below. So pick up button. It's what it seems like. Okay, I can click on here for the ducks, and I can do pick up, and it clicks. I click on the next one, and it's up. Okay. So if you click on the top and just keep clicking pick up, all of them will disappear. So that's a fast way to pick up things if you don't want to do the claim all items or whatever, which is flaky. A different person might own the item, so you can't pick it up, so that causes issues to just pick everything up. If you don't have enough space, it won't let you pick up everything. So it's a little more tricky. That's a little more advanced, but anyway, so I'm going to just place some more items down. And let's say you decide, oh, I really want to move these tables. Instead of picking everything back up and then replacing it down, let's say you don't have the editor and you don't want to go back and forth moving the stuff. All you have to do is go to the spot that you want to place this item and click on it in the list and do move. And then bam, there it is. And I could do both of them. So I click on this one, bam, I'm moving the second one. And I can go right down the list and it's really fast, okay? Now, let's say I accidentally placed a bunch of furniture on my head and I cannot move it. How does that happen? Let me set this up. I'm going to move this toolbar or hotbar on my body, okay? And I'm going to override this mail thing with this table, okay? And let's say I wasn't paying attention. Let's say, hey, let me show you my chat window. Let's say I want to make sure I'm not placing them too fast. If you keep clicking too fast, placing items like you're doing tiles in a huge stack, it will give you error messages. So see, this item is currently used by another player. That happens if you go too fast. There's also one that says, please wait for the item to settle into its spot or something like that. So anyway, now it's really mad. If it gets really mad, you can pick it up and put it in your broker box instead of X. I'm picking up the one that is create. Oh, actually, I didn't need to pick one up. I go to my broker window, go to the box, and I can just drag the stack in because I don't know which one in the stack. Just put the whole stack in, then just remove the whole stack at once by, oh, these don't stack very well. Let me find one that all of these are single items. That's why they're in there. Anyway, you can like, oh, this one's a stack. So I click on an item and I just hold down the control key and do remove for the stack, and it gives me the whole stack out. And I can go right back to placing this item. I'm going to switch what item I'm using because I made it mad. So let's say I'm putting this down and it's on my dang head and now I can't move. I'm not sure if this item will let me move or not, but let's say I'm stuck. I have this handy dandy marketplace item and I can place it up here up high. Why did I do that? Because if I click on something that is on the floor, like this duck, and I go to it, I'm in the item. So if that item does not like me, and won't let me move, if I'm on top of it, then I'm stuck again. And you don't want to have to keep clicking on stuff. So if you are stuck in any piece of furniture and you have this market board, where did the toolbox? Oh, there we go. If you have this toolbox, you can just go to the toolbox and it will put you there. And okay, I've never had this problem before with signs. Maybe signs are better, but let me try and move this so it's not like in the wall, but up top. And let's go to this duck again. Let's try this again. Market board, go to, bam. Okay, this is how it should work. When I do the signs, it just places me below. The market board was slightly in, so then it moved me up top. Okay, so anyway, the reason why I picked the market board, one, it was really cheap on the broker, and two, it doesn't actually work. You cannot turn off this housing editor thing. So you can't access your broker through this market board. So and it's cheap, so and that way you can use your signs for actual signs. Just move it away from whatever wall you place it on so it's not in it, so that you're below it, and put it in a place where you know you're not going to put house items. I put it above a hallway. So some people put stuff in hallways. I try not to. So anyway, there's that. So we've covered the pickup, the move, and the go-to, and what is goes in the toolbox, what doesn't, how to search. So I think I've covered everything that I want to. I will end this video and look for part 3. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.